still set point for the Rebels, match point for the Rebels, championship for the Rebels coming up if they can get one more point.
Rebel volleyball is on.
Fisher serves. Hopkins, great pass up front. Cornea sets left side. Grohl hits. Back corner. Was it in there? It was tipped. And the Rebels win 25-19. 3 games to 1.
Last season, Coach Cindy Stewart and the Rebs climbed back to the top.
Sierra sets left side. Julia hits it hard and splits the D, and it was deflected out of bounds.
They pounded their way to a 17th Rich High School Volleyball State Championship and brought the trophy back home.
Alicia again with the serve. Vicious serve, and it's a service ace. A lot of mustard on it.
With a reloaded roster, the Rebels take the court with their sights set on defending the title and making it 2 in a row.
Larson serves again. This one passed to the up official. It's a service ace for Risha.
Turn up the volume, Rebel fans, and join us for Rich Rebel Volleyball on Rebel Radio. KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
Set up front in the middle. Set is blocked. On the attack, Julia Hopkins with an epic recreation block of the game.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, T-Bar S Body Shop Technoglass of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, West Star Printing in Evanston, Edwards Furniture in Logan, and by mylocalradio.com.
Hopkins passes, Cornea sets into the middle, Peart touch attack into the middle, and the Rebels win 27-25. Perfect placement by Savannah Peart.
And now, Rebel volleyball fans,
slaps it down, diving dig by Amber Leaf.
Get ready as we head to the court to join the play-by-play voice of the Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Good morning, Rebel fans, and welcome to Rebel Volleyball on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. I have a little technical issues of my own this morning. I hope we'll get those sorted out real quick here. Kate back in the studio. Again, we're on the North Summit stream. I'll get that updated online and such. And hopefully
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
Good morning and welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center, where the Richfield tournament is going on this weekend. The Rebels went 3-0 yesterday and look to repeat that today. It might be tough. They've got a very strong pool here on day 2 with Enterprise, Rich, North Summit, and Beaver. That's two defending state champs between Rich and North Summit, and Enterprise, which has won all kinds of state titles in the last few years. And boy, I'm just falling way behind so far this morning. The scene set is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all. And contrary to what my video stream would indicate, if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, Rebels are not playing host to the Intermountain Christian School Lions this morning. They'll take on the Beavers first thing this morning. Let's get you some real quick information. Rebels yesterday took on Carbon, Millard, and South Sevier. The Rebels beat Carbon 25-12, 26-24. All 3 of their matches they won pretty solid in the first set and had a real close second sets. Against Millard, it was 25-18 and then 26-24. And then against South Sevier, the Rebels won 25-14 and then 25-23. So you see there, Rebels took the first sets fairly easily, 12-18 and 14. And then the second sets were extremely close, 24-24 and 23. But doesn't matter. Rebels won. They go 3-0 on the day, and look to today in the championship bracket. In Pool F, they'll take on Enterprise North Summit. But first, this morning, it's Rich versus Beaver. On Court 2, we've got that action coming up for you here on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. We're going to move right along. I didn't have a chance to catch up with Beaver's head coach, but we'll hear from Coach Cindy Stewart when we return on the Coach Cindy Stewart Coaches Show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental, when we return on the Town of Randolph pregame show. This scene set has been brought to you by Pugstone Sporting, your Bear Lake all sporting goods shop. Stay tuned. We'll be right back on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
Welcome to the Cindy Stewart Coaches Show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998. It's Rich versus Beaver coming up in just a moment. We'll hear from Coach Cindy Stewart on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Scrambling a little bit this morning, the North Summit Braves beat Enterprise already in 2 sets, and that to me was a little bit of an upset. And they got that one finished pretty quick, so they get Rich and Beaver out on the court real quick. And apologize, we're not going to have time this morning to hear from Coach Cindy Stewart. We'll hope and cross our fingers that we get to her interview prior to one of the other games, one of the other matches. Rich will take on North Summit at 11:30 and Enterprise at 1:30. So we'll try to get a little more extensive Town of Randolph pregame show during those ones. Our starting lineups are brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. And for the Rich Rebels, it'll be the same as we've seen a lot of this season. Julia Hopkin, Amber Smith, the libero, Kiara Grohl, Talisha Larson, Savannah Peart, Risha Larson, and then Sydney Hatch, the sophomore middle blocker, as well for the Rich Rebels. Again, I did not have a chance to catch up this morning with Beaver's head coach, and frankly, with it not listed on the roster that I have, I don't know who that is. I know in years past it's been Joe Hillock, who's coached basketball many, many years for Beaver, even coached women's basketball at Southern Utah University. He is not on the bench this year for the Beavers, so I'll look up real quick if I can find who their head coach is. Bottom line is that we're scrambling a little bit this morning to get things going, and I apologize for that, but we're about ready to get this match tipped off. Our starting lineups are brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. Rich versus Beaver. I don't have that on my Laketown ledger, so maybe between sets I'll try to look that up real quick. I know the Rebels have faced Beaver in the last year or two at least. Looking back to last year at this tournament, Rich did not face the Beavers. And Richfield tournament the year before that did not face the Beavers either. I feel like they did face the Beavers sometime in the last couple of years. We'll have to, oh, here we go. The last time I can find that Rich faced the Beavers was in 2013. Rebels won 2-0 here at the Sevier Valley tournament. That's the abbreviated version of your Laketown ledger, brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the Mayor and Town Council of Laketown. Again, scrambling a little bit this morning. Kate, I think I've got things squared away on our website as far as the right stream name and things of that nature. Savannah Peart serves first. Beaver sets it up in the middle and tips it down. And the Beavers take an early 1-0 lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard as we are just underway. Our beginning serve brought to you by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Beavers serve long. It's a service error, and we're tied at 1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, we've got a high definition and a high bitrate stream, so it should look pretty good if your internet speed's very good. Kiara Grohl bumps one high on the attack by the Beavers, and nobody can get to it for Rich. 2-1, Beavers on top. Rebels a little bit sluggish so far this morning. Serve received by Savannah Peart. Kiara keeps it in the air, but nobody else can get to it, and Rich struggling on the serve receive so far. Of course, no freshman or JV matches. The JV is competing in the Sevier Valley tournament at Richfield High School, a separate tournament going on across the parking lot. Hopkin gets a nice hit put together, but it's dug up, bumped to the front, and bumped over. Kiara, nice pass, set up left side. Hopkin again hits it back row, dug up by Braylee Robinson. Pushed across and dig by Smith. Rebels set it up again, high and outside for Hopkin, who cracks it down the line. And Rebels make it 3-2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich down by 1. Early on here, set 1 is brought to you by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Kiara serves, and it's shanked off to the side. A service ace ties us up at 3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Service aces are brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle, proud to support the Rich High Rebels. Kiara serves again, and Robinson passes up at the net. It's bumped. Nice play off the net by Riley Gale. Hit by the Beavers, tipped over into the floor. Rebels couldn't get underneath, and what a save. That goes back to Riley Gale. It tipped off the top of the net, dropped down. She bumped it in the air, and the Beavers got it over, ended up with a point. 4-3, Beavers on top. Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Hopkin, nice pass up front. Kiara sets high and outside for Julia, who tips it. It got deflected by the block and drops to the floor. A Bear Lake Realty kill ties us up at 4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Beachfront room with a view, secluded mountain retreat, recreation headquarters, any number of timeshare options. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Not a great pass, but a good hit, bumped, and the Rebels' diving dig goes over and out. And it's 5-4. And I'll tell you what, this Beavers team, even when they don't get a good pass, they're real smart, just savvy volleyball players from what I've seen so far. Service wide and outside by Britlin Carter, and we're tied at 5. Rebels went 3-0 yesterday. All 3 first sets were fairly solid wins, and all 3 second sets were very close. against Carbon, Millard, and South Sevier. Punched over by the Beavers after the Rebels serve. Smith digs. Rich sets it up high and outside. Peart deflected by the block. It drops over and down to the floor. And Rich takes their first lead of the match, 6-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Amberly Smith to deliver the service toward us at mylocalradio.com. Rebels in the long sleeve blues, Beavers in the short sleeve grays. Hit long on the Beaver attack, and I believe that was Riley Gale. No, it was Carly Hollingshead. And Rich is on top 7-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Here's Smith again with the serve. Bumped high on the back row, way out of bounds, but the Beavers keep it alive and bump it over. Back row to Smith. Pass up front, great pass. Kiera, nice set. Peart hits it to the back row, and Robinson digs it up. Set and just tipped over, but a lift or 2 hits on the set. And Rich is on top 8-5. Rebels were down 5-4. They've gone on a 4-0 run. A lot of smiles on that front row with Larson, and Peart. Pass up front. Gale sets, hit, deflected by the block, and Smith with the great pass up front once again. Set, Peart hits cross court. Diving dig by Britland Carter is out to the bench, and Rich leads 9-5. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one as well here in this first set, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative.
Go Rebels!
Back at the Sevier Valley Center, coming out of the timeout. Rebels on a 5-0 run. They were down 5-4. They lead 9-5 at this point. And we'll see if they can keep this rolling. And they just about do with a service ace, but no, the Beavers keep it alive, but a lift is what will be called. And what, again, boy, they're playing it off the net. This is some good athleticism that I've seen so far from the Beavers, but Rich on top 10-5. Serve to the back line. Lindsey Smith shanks it back out of bounds, bumped, and a little collision between Lindsey Smith and Taylon Brown results in another Rebel point. Rich on top 11-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And now a substitution coming into the back line is Camry Anderson for the Beavers as they try to get the ship righted. Rebels have scored 7 straight. Amberly Smith serves an error, too long. Service error makes it 11-6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. That was a 7-0 Rebel run to put Rich on top. 11-6 is our current score. First set brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Here's the service from Taylon Brown. Good pass up front. Kiara sets high and outside. Peart comes in, hit. It's deflected, blocked back to the Rebel side. Nice stuff by the Beavers, and they earn the point on that attack. Serving for Beaver, Taylon Brown. Rebels, good pass up front again. Peart with the big hit. A pass, nice up front. Dump set, Peart digs. Kiera sets in the middle. Talisha will go up and slap it. It's tipped, punched, and Smith pushes it back. Oh, just can't quite get it over. It's in the net, 11-8. Boy, when whatever team has been serving has been tough to get past or tough to defeat so far. Serve off the top of the net. Diving dig by Peart. Nice play. Rebels set it up. Talisha just tips it over and finds a hole in the defense. Nice attack by Talisha Larson. A Bear Lake Realty kill. Brought to you by Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. Puts the Rebels on top 12-8. Risha Larson serves. Back line. Pass up front by Carter. Set in the middle. Hit toward the back row. Rebels bump, and Julia bumps it over. Pass up front by Hollingshead. Set in the middle again. Hit. Stuffed by I believe Savannah Peart was on the block. An Epic Recreation block of the game, but Beaver comes right back, hits it down, and earns the point on a kill. 12-9. We'll mark that down as an Epic Recreation block of the game because these matches can go real quickly here. Best 2 out of 3. Smith, nice pass up front. Kiara sets high and outside. Peart hits cross court too long, but it was deflected. And so the Rebels have a Bear Lake Realty kill and lead 13-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Nice attack by Peart. Seeing the hands come high, she goes high on the fingertips with the attack. Great serve. It's bumped high out on the left line. Carter bumps and then bumped over by Riley Gale. Smith and Risha Larson collide a little bit, but Rich keeps it in the air. Hopkin bumps it down the line. Hollingshead passes up front. Rather, Gale does. Hit and across court. Julia tries to hit it, shanks it, and it's 13-10. Beavers within 3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich trailed early on. Went on a 7-0 run and led 11-5. That's the biggest lead of the match so far. Kiera passes left side. Hopkin hits cross court, dug up over and out of bounds on the Rebel side. Off of Beaver. Rich leading 14-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A nice Bear Lake Realty kill for Hopkin here in this first set, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Our starting lineups tonight, or this morning, were brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. Bumped high into the middle and punched to the Rebels side. Larson, great pass. Rebels set it up. Hopkin just hammers it down the line, over the block, over the defense, and right down in the corner. What a pretty shot. 15-10. Rebels on top after that Bear Lake Realty kill. And Talisha Larson lines up to serve again. First set here at Richfield, and Larson, boy, that was a laser, and it just didn't quite have enough. It hits the top of the nylon and drops on the Rebel side. 15-11 after that service error, the second of the set for Rich. Peart passes up front. Great pass. Kiara sets. Hit by Hopkin. Deflected and kept in the air. Push to the left side on the set. Punched over. Smith. Great pass up to Kiara. Set left side. Hopkin comes in again. Punches it. Diving dig by Peart off the block. Rebels keep it alive, and Hopkin bumps to the middle. Hatch hits toward the back row, and it's dug by Gale. Set up in the middle. We go back and forth, and a lift against the Beavers. Rebel point, I believe, makes it 16-11. With the Rebels on top. Kiara Grohl dropping back to serve. She delivers the serve, and it's just about an ace. Bumped, and tapped over. What an effort by Beaver. Again, they're playing it off the net like it's volleyball or something. They're very good at that. Hopkin hits hard. Rebels didn't see what the call was. I think one of the Rebels in the net was the call. Makes it 16-12. Oh, no, 17-11. It was a Beaver in the net. And Rich leads. Set it up, punched to the top of the nylon, and Rich is on top. 17, make it 18-11 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Our look back at the history between Rich and the Beavers, brought to you by the town of Laketown, the Laketown Ledger. Service error by the Rebels makes it 18-12. First set. Service delivered by Camry Anderson. Rebels shank it off, keep it alive, and Peart pushes it across. Anderson digs, set up in the middle. Here comes the big hit, blocked by Hatch. Nice Epic Recreation block of the game. Beavers dig, set it up again, and tip it down the line. Diving effort by Kiera, but she can't get under. And it's 18-13. Rebels have had a couple of nice blocks, but the Beavers scrappy, digging, playing off deflections off the net. They keep it alive and keep it going. Earn the point. Savannah Peart, good pass. Kiera from the middle, sets high and outside. Hopkin just drills it down on the back line. It's in there. What a hit. 19-13. The power was good. Not a fantastic angle, but I tell you, she just saw where there was a hole in the defense and crushed it to the back line. Hopkins serves, shanked off to the side. Beavers somehow keep it alive and push it over. No. Out of rotation are the Beavers, making it 20-13. Rebels with the lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, and Julia Hopkins serving. Again, our beginning serve, this was a while ago, but our beginning serve of each set is brought to you by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Kills by Bear Lake Realty. Hopkins serves down the line, overpass to Smith. Kiera high and outside for Peart. Savannah hits, it's blocked. Kiera keeps it in the air. Hatch dives, but can't get under it. 20-14. Rebels with the lead. And boy, again, go back to this Beaver team, and they're just very scrappy. They never give up on a ball. A serve by Britlin Carter is way long. 21-14. Rebels within 4 points of a set 1 victory. Brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Rich County's representative at Auto Farm, Castle Rock Chevrolet. Carter, it's bumped high to the left side after Carter's serve receive. Rebels able to dig, set it up for Peart. Hit cross court, what a spot. Savannah Peart, 22-14, the Bear Lake Realty kill for Savannah. Last year after the Rebels won the state championship, I gave Savannah a lightsaber because of her ability, like a Jedi mind trick, to hit the ball where the defense wasn't. And she did it right there. What a hit. Dig by the libero, Caitlin Hammond. Beaver set it up. Rebels block. Beaver set it up again after they dig. Rich sets it up left side on a nice dig. Good pass. Savannah Peart hits, and must have been a Rebel in the net. I missed the indication from the official, but it's a point for Beaver. Rich on top, 22-15. Serving is Taylin Brown, and she serves into the net, a service error. 22, make it 23-15. Just the second error of the match for Beaver on service. And here's a service ace for the Rebels. A serve received by Jordan Hoyt goes off to the bench. 24-15, set point for the Rebels. Service ace there by Risha Larson. Boy, tough serve. 24-15, set point, and set one brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Larson, set, delivers. Wow, too long, but boy, that with that serve coming right at us, you can see the knuckleball movement on the floater serve. That was pretty. Peart, not a good pass. Rebels somehow keep it alive, and Larson, a good job to bump that over inside the antennas. Rebels, or the Beavers set up the attack, hit it over. Rich can't dig it. It's out of bounds to the other court. To court one, 24-17. Beavers not giving up yet. Set point again for Rich as Riley Gale steps back to deliver the service. Nice floater serve of her own. Rebels receive. Pass, set, hit by Peart, blocked. Rebels dig it up. Hopkin was there. They set it up again for Peart. She'll tip it across, blocked again. Kiera pushes toward the back corner. Great movement. Taylin Brown covers a lot of ground, keeps it in the air. They hit it over. Diving dig by Hopkin. Kiera sets left side. Peart down the line, just out of bounds. From my angle, that looks in, but I've got a poor angle. The line judge a much better angle than I have, and that was out. 24-18, Beavers still alive, but it's set point for Rich. Hopkin passes. Good pass. Kiera sets in the middle. Talisha tips it across the touch attack. Pass back up over, tipped across. Rebels set it up again. High and outside for Peart. Tips, touch attack, and dug up. Hit to the back line by Beaver. Smith with a good dig. High and outside again. Peart, cross court, dug by Hoyt. Set up left side. Beavers hit hard, and Smith with another nice dig. Set up, and Peart hits again. It's deflected and dug in the air. Set high and outside for the Beavers. Rebels block, tip down the line, and a diving effort. Won't quite make it for the Beavers. Rebels win 25-18 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard in set number one. Brought to you by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
Your vehicle represents one of the major investments you'll make in your lifetime. If you have an accident, large or small, take care of your investment with a professional team that understands the value of your vehicle. T-Bar-S Body Shop in Technoglass of Evanston has been repairing and restoring vehicles to just like new condition for over 7 years. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Let T-Bar fix your car. T-Bar-S Body Shop in Technoglass of Evanston. Stop in today for a free estimate. 515 County Road.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. Ryan Steineckert here with the Rebels on top of the Beavers, 1-0. And our beginning serve brought to you by the station in Randolph coming up. Here it is. Hopkin receives. Rebels set it up for Peart, hits it hard, but dug by the Beavers. This second set is underway, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Rebels set it up again, smack it across, dig high in the air to the back line. Beavers scrambling, but bump it over. Hopkin, great pass up front. Kiera takes one tiny step forward, hit by Peart, dug to the outside. Beavers keep it alive and bump it over again. This time it was Gale with the bump. Another nice pass for Rich. Peart, this time the touch attack, a diving dig, bumped over, and the Rebels keep it alive. Again, the Beavers just scrambling, but keeping it alive. They're a very scrappy hustle team. Punched over by the Beavers. Smith, great pass up front. Kiera sets high and outside. Peart hit down the line, and it is in there. What a shot by Savannah Peart, and the Rebels lead 1-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, let me get that scoreboard back up there for you. Our third set, if we get there, will be brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause, but this second set is presented by the town of Woodruff. Savannah Peart serves, bumped up front, bumped high in the middle, hit, Rebel block. Julia Hopkin, maybe your epic recreation block of the game. She stuffs it to the floor, and Rich leads 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. What a block. Rebels serve again, a service ace brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle Company. Savannah Peart with the serve. And Rich is on top, 3-0. Peart serves again. This time the Beavers get a nice set. Hit cross court out of bounds. Britlin Carter hit it wide and out. 4-0. Rebels on top on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard here in the town of Woodruff. Second set. Looking for our J-Bar Excavation dig of the game. Quality work on all kinds of projects. That's J-Bar Excavation in Randolph. Not a good serve receive. Beavers bump it over. Smith passes. Kiera sets high left side. Hopkin crushes it down between the defense in the back corner, cross court. 5-0, a Bear Lake Realty kill for Julia Hopkin. And this Rebel team took a little while to warm up in the first set. They were down 5-4, but then went on a 7-0 run. And the way they've started this second set, they look like they are fully warmed up at this point. Tipped down the line by the Beavers on the attack. Rebels dig, set it up high, left side. Hopkin with the touch attack, and that drops in there for the Bear Lake Realty kill. And Rich leads 6-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Got to wonder if Beavers coach is going to look for a timeout here before too long. Rebels serve. Again, it's Savannah Peart. Beavers get a nice set attack, and it's a touch attack. Rebels defended on the block. Set up left side for Rich. Hopkin just crushes it into the block. Beavers can't do anything with it. They block it out of bounds. 7-0. Rebels start this second set in a good way. Peart serves again, and just as I say that, it's a service ace, or a service error rather, to give Beaver their first point of the match. Joe Hillock is listed on the Utah High School Activities Association website as the head coach of Beaver. He is not over there on the sideline. A service error, or a service ace by the Beavers makes it 7-2. Rebels receive this serve. Hopkin hits hard. It's dug and pushed to the back line. Smith, good pass up front to Kiera. High set left side. Hopkin hits it hard again. Dug and set up in the middle, tipped across. Smith with another good pass. Kiera high left side. Hopkin crushes it, just drills it right between the defense, and it's 8-2. Rich with the lead after that Bear Lake Realty kill. Joe Hillock, I knew him from my college days. He was coaching the Southern Utah University Thunderbird women's basketball team when I was there at SUU, and he's listed as the head coach on the UHSA website, but he is not here, so I'm just curious as to who the Beavers have as their head coach, at least maybe for today. Rebels set up the hit. It's dug, but then two hits by the Beavers to try and keep that one in the air. Two hits by one player. Puts the Rebels on top 9-2. What a serve by Talisha Larson. And that one going straight away from me. She was just right down in front of me, and what a serve. I don't know how you received that. I guess that's why the Beavers didn't, because they couldn't. Boy, that ball with all kinds of movement on it. On the floater serve, no rotation, another pretty serve. Beavers able to get it up in the air a little bit this time and bump it over. That's ace by Larson, was brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle Company. Hopkin with the hit, blocked, and it's 10-3. And boy, I'd like to see Talisha serve a few more times. It's fun to watch her from right down in front of us, serving directly away from us. You see all that movement on the ball. That was fun. Back to serve is the libero Caitlin Hemmond. Oh no, my mistake. This is Camry Anderson. Looked at the jersey incorrectly. Rebels get a big hit, an overpass on the dig. Set it up again. Hopkin hits it, deflected off the block to the floor. 11-3. Rebels, knock on wood, are rolling here in set number 2, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Our camera today is presented by Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Service by Kiara Grohl. A pancake dig denies the Rebels of another service ace. Rebels able to dig the attack, set it up, and Sydney Hopkin hits it just a little too low into the net. 11-4. It was a nice attack. They call her Hops. They call her Hop. Both Sydney and Julia with just a lot of athleticism, great jumping ability. Julia receives. Kiara sets high and left side for Julia. Hits cross court just a bit long. 11-5. Beavers fighting back. Serving is Britlin Carter. Serving toward us. Beavers in the short sleeve grays, Rebels in long sleeve blues. And Carter, an error into the net, makes it 12-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels had 2 aces in the first set, 3 errors, I believe. Beavers bump it over. Hopkin, good pass up front. Kiara a few steps to her left. Sets for Peart, who hits it down, dug up, somehow kept alive. The Beavers get it over. Kiara sets again for Peart. This time cross-court back line, and she crushes it down. A Bear Lake Realty kill makes it 13-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich with the lead after taking the first set 25-18. Beavers had no aces in the first set, 2 service errors. Rebels so far in this second set 1-1 on the errors and aces. Hit by the Beavers, and it just creeps its way over the net. Rebels dive but can't get underneath it. 13-6. Rich on top on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Taylin Brown serves, and she serves long and out. 14-6. Rebels let it go. On the service error, Rich's lead is up to 8 in set 2, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Amber Smith, what a serve. That crossed, I didn't think it would clear the net, but it did, died, and a Circle H Land and Cattle Company ace for Amber Smith. 15-6. Rebels with the lead. Smith serves again. Boy, what a tough serve. That thing crosses the net and just dives. Smith with a good dig after the Beaver attack. Kiara long set. Peart hits too long. She had to step back just a little bit, upset the timing, and 15-7 on the hitting error from Rich. Rebels on top in this second set after beating the Beavers in the first set. Rebels with the lead. Peart passes the back row. Hopkin hits from the back line. Good attack. Beavers dig, set it up in the middle, and a nice attack. Boy, getting up high and just tapping it down. Braylee Robinson, she's got good height, long arms, and good leaping ability. Makes it 15-8, and she just went up, looked, scanned the floor, and found where the Rebels weren't. Hit it down there. Talisha Larson from the outside, blocked, and that's, again, Braylee Robinson with the kill on the block. 15-9, Beavers within 6. Riley Gale serves, just clears the net. Hopkin passes up front. Kiara goes a long way to get it, and Peart pushes to the back corner. Too long, just out of bounds. Great idea by Peart, but she just hit it about 6 inches too far. It was right where the Beavers weren't, just a bit too long. Peart hits again, this time dug up, bumped over. Smith with a pass up toward the front. Kiara gets to it, sets for Talisha, who smacks it across, dug by the Beavers. They'll bump it over to the back line, in there. Rebels let it go. It would have been an incredible effort to get to it, so they just said, well, that might be out. No, it was not. 15-11. Beavers on a 5-0 run, trying to climb back into this match. Rebels were on top 15-6. Looked like they were running away with it, but with Riley Gale serving, the Beavers are on a roll. Talisha Larson serves. Pancake dig goes the wrong direction for the Beavers, and it's a Bear Lake Realty kill to put the Rebels on top 16-11. Get that side out and send Risha Larson back to serve. Risha had an ace late in the first set. On the way to that Rebel 25-18 victory. Set, hit, back line, right on the line. Nice hit by Braylee Robinson. 16-12. A kill for the Beavers. They'll send Caitlin Hemmen back to serve. Just clips the top of the net, rolls over and down. Rebels can't dig it. 16-13. This is much how yesterday went. The Rebels would win by 8, 10, 12 points in the first set, and then the second set would be far closer. Rebels won all 3 second sets yesterday by the minimum 2 points. Talisha Larson hits to the back corner and hits it in there. Nice Bear Lake Realty kill for Talisha, putting the Rebels on top 17-13 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Savannah Peart serves, just clears the net. Great serve, good pass up front, set left side, hit too long by Brittlin Carter. Did the Rebels deflect it? No. 18-13, Rich on top in set 2, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. If the Rebels go on and win this second set, we'll not have a Rich County third set. If we do have a third set, it will be brought to you by Rich County. Bump, bump, bump over. Risha, good pass up front. Kiera sets high and outside. Hopkins just smashes it down. It's passed back over the net, out of bounds. 19-13. What a hit by Julia Hopkins. Boy, she just slapped it. Slapped it hard. Rebels just about as good as a service ace for Savannah Peart. Beavers cannot control it. 20-13. Rich with the lead. Ace for Savannah Peart, brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle Company. 21-13. Got to think that Beavers coach may take a timeout here pretty quick as the Rebels lead 21-13 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Savannah Peart serving. From our left and away from us to the back line, Carter bumps it high, out of bounds, but the Beavers keep it alive and bump it over. Smith and Peart, little collision there. Little bump as they pass it up front. Hopkins hits a touch attack. Beavers can't dig it up to control it. A Bear Lake Realty kill for Hopkins makes it 22-13. Rebels need 2 more points to win this match against Beaver. Peart serves. Bumped up front, set high and outside. Carter hit down the line. Rebels dig it, keep it alive off the net. Nice play by Kiera. Maybe your J-Bar Excavation dig of the game. The Beavers set it up, hit blocked, an Epic Recreation block of the game. Set it up again, and this time it makes it through the block. Braley Robinson with the kill. 23, make it 22-14. I'm going to mark that down as the J-Bar Excavation dig for Kiera. Digging it off the net. Risha, Smith, bump it over. And Smith's bump over is right in the middle of the defense. Somehow finds the hole, and it's 23-14. The Bear Lake Realty kill for Amber Smith. Nice bump. That was a Rebel scramble just to keep it alive. But Smith bumps it right into the hole. Nice serve by Talisha. Overpass. Hopkins goes up and just slaps it down. 24-14 set and match point for the Rebels. After that Bear Lake Realty kill, and it was all set up by Talisha Larson's serve. Just an absolute laser. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, just watch this serve. This is fantastic. The angle watching this is so fun to see. Look at that thing move, and it's a service ace. Circle H Land and Cattle Company to win the set and the match. A service ace from Talisha. Boy, I love this angle to watch Rebel volleyball and the service going away from us. 25-14. Rich beats Beaver in set 2 to win the match 2-0. And the Rebels are 4-0 at Richfield. They'll take on North Summit at 11:30. We'll take a quick break. That was a quick match. My goodness, it started about 9:30 or 9:25. It's 9:55, 30 minutes in, and the Rebels win. Now, North Summit is scheduled to start at 11:30. But it may start earlier than that. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with our post-game show brought to you by sorry, I'm going to scramble a little bit. Yeah, Mountain Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Quick timeout. We'll be right back on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the 4th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
Founded in 1997, the Mountain Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School.
The Mountain Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. The same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
We're back at the Sevier Valley Center where the Rebels just made real quick work. In fact, about 30 minutes worth of work to beat the 2A Beaver Beavers. And 25-18, 25-14. We'll tell you more about it on the post-game show. It's brought to you by Mountain Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Kate, back in the studio. I'll do a recap, Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap after each set. And then at the end of the night, I'll do a final Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap that Val can use Monday morning, and that'll cover the entire tournament and weekend. But for now, then it's time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Saturday morning, after the Rebels went 3-0 on Friday at the Richfield tournament in pool play, Rebels tipped things off Saturday morning against the Beaver Beavers from 2A classification. And the Beavers would start out pretty good. They led 3-1 early on. Rebels climbed back in, got a couple of aces, and trailed 5-4. And then Rich turned it on. It took them a little while to warm up on an early match, but at trailing 5-4, the Rebels went on a 7-0 run, led 11-5, and then went on to win the first set 25-18. In set 2, the Rebels had 6 aces, led the entire set, including going on a 7-0 run to get that set started. Talisha Larson finished off the set and the match with an ace. Rebels won 25-14 in set 2 after the 25-18 win in set 1. Rich improves to 2-0 and will face North Summit at about 11:30. Now that match may start earlier. We'll let you know. And that's your Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's. Gourmet sandwiches fresh and fast every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Yesterday, before I left for Duchesne to cover the football game last night at Duchesne, I picked up the Ultimate Porker with hot peppers. It was delicious. Had that for dinner last night. Very good. Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston. The Mountain Valley Cattle Company postgame show continues after the break. We'll have the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital postgame highlights and the Lazy S Ranching Roundup School calendar when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
Back on the post-game show, brought to you by Mountain Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Welcome back. It's time for the post-game highlights presented by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Boy, the highlights there weren't a lot because the match went so quickly. But they were mostly on the Rebels side. Rich had 6 aces in set 2, 2 aces in the first set. Kiera Grohl with an ace, Risha Larson with an ace in that first set. Rich was down 5-4, went on a 7-0 run. Savannah Peart had your epic recreation block of the game in that first set. Rebels were on top 12-8, and no, they were on top 11-8. Savannah's block ended in a kill, a point, and Rich led 12-9. It was just a nice block. She got up. The timing was perfect on the attack. I believe the attack was Robinson for Beaver, but Savannah blocked it, stuffed it, dropped it to the floor, and the Rebels got the point. Went on to win that first set 25-18. In the second set, we had another candidate for Epic Recreation block of the game from Julia Hopkin. Our dig of the game came in that second set. Kiera Grohl, the Rebels didn't get a good pass on a serve receive. It was up in the net, and Kiera plays it off the net, bumps it back, and then that resulted in a Rebel point. Rebels were able to put together an attack and score the point to make it 22. Oh, no, they didn't get the point there, but it was still a very nice dig. 22-14, the Beavers trailed at that, or the Rebels led at that point. The Rebels scored the next 3 points and won, including a service ace by Talisha Larson to win the set and the match. Our block of the game is brought to you by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. That's rentals in Bear Lake. Visit epicrecreation.net or find us on Facebook. And the dig of the game brought to you by J-Bar Excavation. Quality work on all kinds of projects. Let's take a moment to thank our camera sponsor, the Bear Lake Realty Fan Cam, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. Thanks so much for their sponsorship, making this broadcast possible here today. Again, Aces were brought to you by Circle H Land and Cattle Company and Kills by Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for a beachfront room with a view, a secluded mountain retreat, a recreation headquarters, any number of timeshare options, visit bearlakerealty.com or stop in Garden City and talk with your friends Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake in Garden City. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. These post-game highlights have been brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. We'll be back with the Laziest Ranching Roundup calendar right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienist into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today, 435-793-2210. When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Welcome back. I thought I clicked mute on my mic. Apparently I did not. Thanks, Kate. I hope you enjoyed my sound effects during that timeout. Apologies to Laziest Ranching and Comprehensive Family Dental. Those ads probably sounded a little funny. Laziest Ranching encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. And Comprehensive Family Dental, they've been providing quality family dentistry care since 1998. Couple of offices, one in Randolph, one in Hiram, Utah. Make it convenient for you. That's Comprehensive Family Dental and Dr. Sean Grohl. The post-game show is brought to you by Epic Recreation, and looking ahead on the Roundup calendar, here's what's coming up the rest of this weekend. Now, the Rebels will continue play here at the Richfield tournament. Rich is scheduled to play North Summit at 11:30. But they're already, and in part thanks to that quick win for Rich over Beaver, 25-18, 25-14, they're ahead of schedule. This match between Enterprise and Beaver starting right now was scheduled to start at 10:30. It's 10:05. They are underway, 10:06, and they are underway. Beaver with a 1-0 lead after Enterprise hit it out wide. Enterprise lost to North Summit earlier, so this bracket could go any number of ways in this championship bracket of the pool play this morning. Bottom line is Rich will play North Summit next. I would assume that one will start around, it could be as early as 10:45 because they're going to move things right along. It's scheduled for 11:30, but it will probably be earlier than that as Enterprise and Beaver starts a half an hour early. Enterprise right up on the level with Rich, so if they don't win in 2 sets, I'd be surprised. This one will go fairly quickly, I believe. We'll see. But make sure to just keep it tuned here to KADQ FM 98.3, and you can tune in online at mylocalradio.com as well. Now that's the rest of the day. Rebels will take on North Summit, and then they'll take on Enterprise in the final match of pool play, and then we'll have bracket play for you later on as well in the single elimination tournament following pool play. This morning, the Rich Middle School Royals volleyball team got into action at the Star Valley tournament that started at 9 a.m., and Rich Middle School Royals are at Pinedale today. Games started just a few minutes ago at 10 this morning. Looking ahead to next week, it's homecoming week for Rich High School. And let me just jump on real quick. The royalty was voted on and named just the other day. And I've got that information. King and Queen are Nick Jarman and Taylor Tingey, respectively. The first attendant, Julia Hopkin. First night, Porter Weston. And second attendant, is September Clough. And second night, Kinnan Clark. Jesters are Brenley Satterthwaite and Daniel Gifford. Congratulations to those seniors, to those Rich High School students on the Rich High School royalty. Again, the homecoming is next week, so lots of festivities going on with Rich High School. If you're looking for Mountain View or Lyman volleyball today, plenty of action as Mountain View took on Lyman this morning at 9 a.m. Lyman versus Cody starts at noon, and Mountain View versus Riverton at 3 o'clock. You can catch those games on the Wildlife, or not on the Wildlife, but on mylocalradio.com. You can watch them. University of Wyoming has a bye this week. The Cowboys will get set to play at Utah State next Saturday. That game will be right here on KADQ. That's going to do it for our Laziest Ranching Roundup calendar. Laziest Ranching encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. That wraps up our post-game show brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. We'll be right back to have Rich versus North Summit probably within about a half an hour to 45 minutes. We'll start our pregame coverage here on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. For my producer back in the studio, Kate Bollender, thanks so much. I'm Ryan Steineckert, and we'll talk with you again very soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School Rebel Volleyball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's match has been brought to you by these Rebels supporting businesses and individuals: Edwards Furniture in Logan, West Star Printing in Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, T-Bar-S Body Shop Technoglass of Evanston, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jake Hibbert, Chief Photographer, Warren Cook, and production assistants, Kate Bollender and AJ Lamb. Biggest thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time the Rich High Volleyball team takes the court, go Rebels!